Hello. 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 How are you, my friends? Boy, I have to say, shout out to my friend Carrie. She was on it. She was like, hello, I'm here. Is this thing on? Kudos to you, my friend, for being wildly prompt. She was here at like 9:15, ready to go. I love that. Hi, how are you? Just in case we haven't met yet, my name is Chris Acton with Acting Creative, and this is Live at the Loom. Yay! So excited. This is our little weekly get together where we talk about fiber and weaving and life and whatever else comes up. Hello. So, yes, so like I said, Carrie in Spain gets the award for first one in. Connie Peterson, very close second. Yes. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, Alex in Texas. Okay. Oh, I'm so sorry. Of Stones and Flowers, tell me what your name is, because I didn't have you in my cheat sheet. I even looked. See? Excellent. Oh, and we've got Sherry is on, and Sam is on, and Laura is on. I love that. That is amazing. Hi, you guys. How is it going? How was your summer? Okay, so I brought a little show and tell just for us. Oh, and Tanya's on. Hi, Tanya. Yeah, no worries. Tanya was saying she's on Facebook today, trying that instead of the YouTube. You know, there's both ways. Here's what I've learned is that if you're on Facebook, you see the Facebook chat. If you're on YouTube, you see the YouTube chat. There's no good way to see both of them. It's a flaw in technology. We'll work on that. Hello, Naomi from the Netherlands. That's amazing. Yes. Right? And then Lori's on from the Netherlands. Hello, Lori. Hi. Oh, and Jamison made it. Woohoo. Just finished mowing the lawn. Speaking of good summer activities. Okay, so here's my quick show and tell for you. So you've heard some of the gardening drama from me over the last few months, but I wanted to share with you one of my, it feels like gajillion tomato plants is called a spoon tomato plant, which I had never heard of. However, the sweet young man sold me on it when I went to go talk to him about it. Okay, he's like, they're tiny. They're like a size of a blueberry. And I'll be darned. Look at this. Those are tomatoes. The whole plant is this enormous bush that is out of control, but it makes these it looks like little bunches of grapes. It makes these little tiny tomatoes. It's so cute. And they're not sweet. They're more tart, it's just like a little pop. So that is your gardening little 101 from Northwest Indiana for today. There we go. I just wanted to share that because they're starting to come in. So I was like, okay, for any other, right? Tim's house, how cute. Yes. Right. Crazy. Yes. Oh, hello. Anne from Cyprus. Wow. I love it's so international now. It's so much fun. I love that. Netherlands and Cyprus and Spain and excellent. Right. Tanya asked, are they tasty? You know what they are? They're like I said, they're not sweet. They're really like a tart burst. They're more tart than sweet. So, but they're very cute. But the it's out of control. Like the tomato, it's taller than I am. I mean, I'm 5'3", so that doesn't take much. But the actual tomato bush is probably, I don't know, 5'6", 5'7", and it just keeps growing. It is crazy. It is. It feels a lot like you guys know Little Shop of Horrors, where the plant just keeps getting bigger and bigger. Yeah, that's kind of what it feels like. Feed me, Seymour. That's what it is. Yes. Okay. Carrie says looks like Maltesers. Is that how you say that? I've never heard of that, Carrie. That's really fun. Oh, Chandre's on from Ireland. Hello, Chandre. I'm so happy you're here. Look at us. Boy, International is coming in strong today. They're like, we are going to be here. Yes. Connie says, normally I would like those tomatoes. I don't like any raw ones. Oh, okay. Okay, Connie. Well, they're not even like a one bite. They're like a half bite. Well, you saw them. They're actually, he said they were like blueberry size. They're really smaller than a blueberry. They're yeah, here's what I'm afraid of, Sherry. Sherry says birds are going to love those. Yeah. Yeah, I have a hunch. It hasn't started happening yet, knock on wood, but Laura says I had some cherry tomatoes, but the raccoon beat me to it. Ooh, Laura. Okay. Speaking of raccoons, so in my garden, I have 2 different kinds of squash, and I planted like 1 seed of each. So I have like 4 squash plants, but you know how this goes. You have one and then it covers your whole garden. So one is a yellow zucchini, and I had one zucchini that was coming along. It was a nice, like, I don't know, like 5-6 inches long, like whatever. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna watch that, probably pick it the next day or two. I came up the next morning and some raccoon had cranked it off of the vine and just went to town like a earcorn. I was like, oh, don't do it. Don't make me mad. I don't exactly know how to keep the raccoons away, but I will research it. So if you guys have suggestions, for raccoons and deer, that's what I seem to be having trouble with. The deer have kind of obliterated the front where my poor cucumbers are trying so hard, and they just keep mowing them down. They just keep taking off the top. Here we go. Okay, so Carrie explains Maltesers are a chocolate sweet. Oh, honeycomb inside and chocolate outside, available in the UK. Okay, Carrie, that sounds amazing. Honeycomb and chocolate? Heck yes. That sounds great. Right, Lori says, yeah, I'll be pissed. Yeah, I was not a happy camper. Nope. I was. So now, of course, I'm all jittery. So I have another one's coming in. It's short. It's maybe 3-4 inches. I'm like, do I have to pull it now? I don't know. Me versus Mother Nature. I understand there's a certain kind of tax you have to pay to Mother Nature. I get it. I am willing to whatever. However, yeah, Sherry's suggestion is a dog. I like it. Dogs will run those raccoon and deer off. I'll see. We don't currently have a dog. All the other neighbors do, though, so maybe I can borrow one of theirs. That's, yeah. Oh, Chandra says, I only know how to keep mosquitoes away. Okay, what's the answer there, Chandra? I'm listening. What is it? Do you use like a citronella candle, like one of those kind of things, or is something more obscure and interesting than that? See? So that is gardening with Chris. That is your short segment about how things are going. Oh, hi, May. May is on from lovely Burbank, California. You know, some of my California family is here visiting right now. They live in Southern California there. Which reminds me, by the way, our family has a million birthdays in July and August. So I would just like to wish my dad a happy birthday because his birthday was earlier in the week. And today is Kevin's birthday. Happy birthday, Kevin. Yes. Connie asked, does Ireland have mosquitoes? I would think with all that moisture that might, I don't know though. Hello, Jennifer Fowler. Jennifer is on. Hello. I'm so happy to see everyone. That is awesome. So yes, so we have lots of Acton birthdays in the summer. And so happy birthday to all the family. Let me know if you have a July birthday because we love the July birthdays. That is for sure. Hi, Sam. Says it's fawn season here. Ooh, lovely spotted babies running zoomies around our lawn. That would be lovely, Sam, as long as they don't eat my cucumbers. That's my only, I have no problem with Bambi until they eat my cucumbers. And then I am not happy. Yes. Yeah, exactly. Lori says, I have 4 zucchinis growing now. I have a fake bird by them. You can fry the flowers in batter. Okay. I have seen like the fancy chefs do that. I have never tried the whole frying the flowers though. They are beautiful flowers. The bees are loving them. That is for sure. Yes. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, Jennifer picked 2 zucchinis and green beans this morning. Congratulations, Jennifer. That's so exciting. Yes, Jamie, I saw that you have a July birthday. You had it it's like last week, wasn't it? Right? It was very exciting. What? Tamison's daughter's birthday is today. Hello. Happy birthday. Tamison, what is your daughter's name? So we can all sing her happy birthday. That is very exciting. Yes, that is very exciting. So speaking of birthdays and celebrations, right? That's so sweet. Do you see everyone chimed in? Happy birthday. That's awesome. So my birthday is next week, but do you know what else is next week? Is the 3-year anniversary of Live at the Loom. Can you believe that? 3 years, 2020. That's when we started this whole madness. And it's just gotten so much better since then. So mark your calendars. Okay. I have this fancy thing I'm going to try. Let me see if this will work. Look at that. Look at this. Next Thursday, July 27th, Live at the Loom anniversary party. Just be here the regular time. We are going to celebrate. It's going to be so much fun. So mark your calendars. I'll leave that up for us for a little bit so that you can, right? That's going to be awesome. Yes. Hello, Ernie. Ernie, you're right on time, my friend. No worries. Hello, Mary Jo Wolf. Mary Jo is here. We love that. Yes. Excellent. Oh, Gemma, thank you. Gemma Stones and Flowers. Thank you so much, Gemma. See, I got confused by that. Anyways, so look at my fancy technology. I am trying all the things live at the Loom anniversary party next Thursday. That is the plan. I have to look up the exact date. It's like July 31st or something is when I did the very first one. And it was rough. I think the video still lives on Facebook somewhere. I think I'll find a little, over the next week, you'll see information about the history and the background of Live at the Loom. That'll be very fun. Yes, right? Carrie's all up for a party. I'll open a bottle of wine. Who's bringing the nibbles? Yes. Let's see. I would like to request, I don't know. I eat all the nibbles. It doesn't really matter. So Carrie, you surprise me. Anyways, so next Thursday, 3rd anniversary of Live at the Loom. Plus my birthday is next week. So we'll wrap it all up. It'll be just lots of balloons and party hats and fun all around. Who's with me? Let me know who's up for a party. Carrie is up for a party. Gemma says she'll definitely be here next week. Excellent. You can bring friends, invite other people to join us. That's all good by me. Okay. I love this. Okay, excellent. So we have a couple things on my list today that I'm supposed to ask about. First of all, I know some of you are doing, Laura's like, I'm in, Alex is in, woohoo! We love that. Yes. Connie says she'll make some brownie bites. That's awesome. Yes. I'm game. Just bring it on. Let's party for sure. Thanks, you guys. That's gonna be fun. So, tell me who's working on the vest project. I know last week we had a lovely conversation about is it Deborah Jarko taught a class through, I think it's connected to Cotton Clouds. Correct me if I'm wrong, but let me know. Yeah, Sherry is like, maybe. Okay, Sherry, I need an update. How is it going? Did you guys look at the pattern? I need to pull this. I'll see if I can add a link for you guys. Marcia says, party? I'm not busy that day. Come on, Marcia. We'll have a good time. Yes. So it's Deborah Jarko has a vest. It's like Sherry, correct me if I'm wrong. It's like a variegated kind of something vest. It's beautiful. It's really, when you see the picture of it, it is really well done. And so I think it was Sherry and maybe Ellen I think she was the other one who was doing the project. So I wanted to make sure that I mentioned it today and find out how progress is going, because that was just fun to have a couple different folks who are working on it. So Sherry, give us the update. How are things working on your project there? Yeah. Laura checked it out, said it's really pretty. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's very when I think of a vest, I think of something really structured, and it's not. It's kind of drapey and elegant. Yeah, it's very, very pretty. So I'm excited to see the final products, and we'll see. Oh, Mirani's on. Hi, Mirani. How are you, my friend? So that's one of the things on my list. Jump in. Oh, here we go. Sherry has, okay. Let's hard is so easy. Deborah really walked through and gave us some tricks. Is a color shade vest. There we go. It can be worn like 4 different ways. That is so fun. Hey, Sherry, is there a link? Can you include a link so I can share it to the group? Is there something available? If there isn't, if that's difficult, don't worry. But I thought that'd be cool if anyone else wants to jump in and try it too. So yes, I know that Cotton Clouds and Deborah Jarko have a great partnership going over there. So and correct me if I'm wrong, Sherry, but the project is for Bridget Heddle, correct? Is that that's who it's kind of geared towards? We love that. Excellent. Okay, so keep us posted on the vest project. I'm very excited to see how all of that turns out. But in the meantime, tell me how your projects are going. What is happening? What are you working on? What is on your loom right now? You're throwing a shuttle. You're doing all the things. How is it shaking? Just let me know. Today was a very weird week. I had 2 projects that came off the loom. Oh, I'll start us off. How's that? Boy, I had lots of show and tell. I got tomatoes. I got fabric. There's lots of show and tell today. Okay, so I did 2 weeks ago, maybe, I did Live at the Loom from the table loom, and this was the fabric I was working on. Okay, so my cousin Katie was here to visit me, and she nailed it on the head. She's like, it looks like Frozen, like the movie, doesn't it? It has that kind of icy kind of. Okay, here's what's so fun, and I totally was just making this up. But this particular pattern right here is just plain weave, and then I guess technically it's basket weave, but I would do the wider section is when I'm just going over, under, just plain weave like a pot holder. But then when it's kind of crammed together, I would lift 1 and 2, and then 3 and 4, and 1 and 2, and 3 and 4. So still kind of a variation on a plain weave, but that would create these kind of subtle little stripes. And you could tell I didn't count them. It's not the same. It's not the same. So here is my thought, is that this section, oh, you can see through it. How fun that it's not that, at least the wider portions of it you can see through. So here's my thought, is that this little chunk, which I don't know what, I got about a yard of that. I'm going to use this for ornaments. Wouldn't that be pretty? Like if you have like a winter tree that you're doing, it's all like icy, and I just think those will be beautiful ornaments. So I'm going to hand that over to Joyce, and she can work her magic and make some beautiful ornaments for next year. And the whole point of this project, or not the point, but the start of this project was I dressed a loom for the Midwest Weaving Conference in lovely Des Moines, Iowa. And this was some of our samples from the color class. It was so, look at how fun. Okay, check this out. Look how much fun we had with the color class. It was a blast, you guys. It was really, let's just say that I challenged my students. I challenged my students at pretty much every turn. I was like, I need you to make some, I don't know, I said like some classic colors, and then some bold colors, and then some really ugly colors, which was just so fun. People had a really good time. So anyway, so this is what came off of the table loom recently. And what's fun about this? Oh, thank you, Sherry. Sherry put up, this is the information about the vest. So you guys can always do a little screen share, or screen share. That's not the right word. Where you can like copy what's on the screen. You can always do that to kind of capture that information. What's the word? Is it screen share? I don't think that's right. You know what I mean? Where you can click the buttons and it takes a picture. Anyways, so with this project, because I use all kinds of fibers here, I knew that I'm not going to wash this. I'm not going to do any kind of wet finishing to it. So then it didn't matter. The weft I used, here you can see it here. The weft I used is an acrylic boucle. I was like, okay, lovely. Takes the pressure off. So yes, screenshot. Thank you, Alex. Oh, what would I do without you? Thank you, Alex. It's a screenshot. That's the word. Yes. This is the for the vest. So you guys go ahead and get a little photo of that if you want to check out this colored fade vest. It is beautiful. It is really Deborah did a lovely job. Did everybody get it? Does anybody else need the link up there? You let me know. I'll put it back up if we need to. Yes. Yeah. Okay, so let's see what's been happening. So Carrie said she's still playing with twill variations. Nice. But I'm interspersing some bobbin lace to give my brain a rest now and then. Oh, nice. Okay, bobbin lace on the same project, Carrie, or just like separate, like you're bouncing from the loom to working on your lace? Clarify for us, if you would, please. Meredith says I've been spinning about 3 pounds of merino. It sounds like a lot, which will be made into storage bags for my weaving tools with, what is it? Nail binding? Clarify, please, Miss Marini. What is that? What is that? And okay, I'm not a spinner, but 3 pounds of merino sounds like a lot. Is that or no? You clarify for me. Here's from Connie. I mismeasured and was supposed to be at 8 to 10 napkins, ended up only 5. We've all been there. I need to wind more warp and tie to the old warp and continue. Okay, good. Oh, Connie, do you know what? I'm glad you mentioned that, Connie. Thank you. Because once upon a time, I interviewed the fabulous Rebecca at 3 Moons Fiberworks, and I tried to ask them for a tip that I can share. And her tip was how to tie on one project to the current project. So if you go to that interview, I think it's kind of towards the end, but there's a whole little, she shows you how she does the knots. It's very cool. So that's exactly what Connie's doing, is that she knows that she's going to just put on she wants the same threading. So she's just going to knot the new warp yarns to the existing warp yarns and pull it right through. Brilliant. Very brilliant. Thank you, Connie, for that. Yes. Okay. So here's Marcia. She said, my daughter asked for a table runner. It's on my ridge ahead as mostly tapestry type patterns. Ooh, that sounds slow. That sounds like, sounds lovely, but yeah, she says it's taking forever. Turning out quite nicely. Good. Waves and texture. Ooh, that sounds awesome, Marcia. Thank you so much. How big is this table runner? Hopefully it is not ginormous, because tapestry, that is no joke. That'll take a little bit, right? Sue Ann asked, did you use sparkly yarn in that ornament piece? Which one was that, Sue Ann? Clarify for me if you would. Typically we like to use, sometimes we'll use like a metallic thread around the outside of the, I don't know. Oh, I do have ornaments here. Hold that thought. Hold please, don't go anywhere. I got it right here. So here, these are what the ornaments look like. They're, this is what we're gonna, that's what the shiny frozen fabric, that's what it'll be from now on. This is what it'll be made into. I'll have we'll pick something pretty for the back. But yeah, that's typically what the ornaments look like, which is fun. Okay, so Naomi says, I'm spinning a lot of wool from local sheep. How cool. To weave later for winter clothes. Naomi, that sounds amazing. What kind of winter clothes would you make? That's incredible. Like you'll spin it and then you'll knit or crochet it, Naomi? Clarify for me if you would, please. That sounds amazing. Yes. I love that. Okay. Oh, see, you guys are fantastic. Look at all of this. Let's see. Okay, Jennifer says, I'm in your class. Yay. Still spinning for Tudor Fleece. Yeah. I've been down with cluster head. Oh no. Headaches for the last 2 days. We had storms here, and one of my triggers for headaches. Oh, I'm so sorry you're not feeling well, my friend. That's no good. Yes, Jennifer is in the Dress Your Loom course, which we kicked off this week. It's so fun. This is, I like to promote it and talk about, what's coming, but teaching it is my favorite. That's yeah, I love that. Sue Ann says hand hemming towels, winding silk for a scarf. Excellent. Sam is warping for placemats for my niece. Ooh, Sam, what pattern will you use for the placemats? Okay, I love some placemats. Jamison says my sister's rug is coming off the loom today and spinning for Tour de Fleece. Okay, Tour de Fleece is the month of July, correct? Is that right? Is there a deadline for you guys that are participating in Tour de Fleece? How does that work? Oh yeah, Carrie was clarifying, bouncing between the two hobbies. I got you. So you're doing lace, and then you come over here and you weave some twill, and then you do some lace, and I like that. I think that's great. Tanya says, bobbin lace for a rest? My brain melts just watching someone do that. Isn't that funny? Tanya, that's such a good comment though, because it is fascinating to me how what seems like for one person is really relaxing, and they love kind of whatever, and the other person is like, are you crazy? That sounds very hard. It is awesome. I love that makes us so different as to what constitute as a break or rest, because it's not the same for everybody. Okay, thank you. Okay, Marini is filling us in. Is it null binding? Is that how you say it? Is an ancient Viking age textile craft. Okay, using a blunt wood bone needle to make something that resembles knitting, but is actually knotting so it never unravels. Okay, Marini, we're going to need more information about this. This sounds fascinating. Null binding. Like, yeah, so it's a knotting craft, but it looks like knitting. Okay, this is very exciting. Okay, thank you. That's brilliant, Marini. Thank you. Oh yeah, May, I'm sorry. I probably said that very fast. The tie-on video, if you look at a handwoven interview with Rebecca from 3 Moons Fiberworks. I think it came out maybe in February, maybe. I can see about if there's a way. I'll see if I can put up a link in the comments afterwards. I'll come back in the comments and I'll put a link for it so you can easily access it. Yes. Okay. Gemma's still working on dish towel number 3. Hopefully finish it this evening and make ready for towel number 4. Awesome. Here's Alex. Ordered more tencel from Amanda. Nice. This is Amanda Baxter in she's a fellow Hoosier in Indiana. She's at Shiny Dime Fibers to add to the tencel I dyed at the conference. Oh yeah, that's right. Because Alex, you took the class from Amanda, right? Cut off my linen and silk scarf, and I've been doing the hand sewing on it. Awesome. Here's Lori. Rewarping a project after adjusting the calculations. I hope it's going so well, my friend. I know I've been following your progress there. So I hope that things are becoming, crystal clear and you're all on it. Flora says, I agree. Bobbin lace, in my opinion, is beautiful, but hard. Yeah, I've never tried it. That'll be on my list, as well as null binding. That's yes. Okay, Marcia is working on a 5 foot. Oh, Marcia, boy, you really love your daughter. She's working on a 5 foot long table runner in like a tapestry style. Oh, my friend. I hope your daughter really appreciates you. That's what I hope. Aw, see. Oh, Sue Ann, is this about the metallic? If I was going to use, I don't know. I don't know what I'll use for the ornaments exactly. That'll be a design question for the near future. Well, one step at a time for sure. Oh, see, Connie jumped in too. Null binding is Scandinavian one needle knitting. It's older than normal knitting. Pronounced. Oh, thank you. Nul binding, or nulabinda, or is it binda? Okay, this is very exciting. We're learning so much on Live with the Loom. I feel like every time we get together, something comes up that makes us all just a little bit smarter. Newel binding. We'll stick with that. I can pronounce that. That's very exciting. Thank you, Connie. That's awesome. Okay, Laura says sheep shearing event is this weekend. Looks like more sheep wool is coming my way. That's not such a bad thing, is it? Right? Oh, there we go. Jim was saying can't sit as long because something spazzes up. Okay. Without physio to loosen me up. Normally can sit longer periods of time. I understand. You know what? I think, and I haven't forgotten about it, but I want to do some kind of episode all about ergonomics and weaving or fiber arts in general, because I think it's so important. We only get one body. So how do you make adjustments and just be aware of, how you're positioned? What are you doing, and how long you're staying in that position? How's the light? All that kind of good stuff. So thank you for bringing that up. Yes. Let's see. Okay, so Carrie jumped in. I find bob and lace relaxing. It's something my hands can do. My brain is resting. Yes, see, Carrie, we see you. Yeah. Oh, Sam is using for her placemats the Rose Path from the Ann Dixon book. Nice. I'll have to look back. Been a long time since I looked at Rose Path. That's I think you mentioned that to us last week, Sam. I'm very intrigued. I have to look that up for sure. Yeah. Let's see. Laura asked, is this the newel binding? Is that what we're asking about, Laura? Because that is very intriguing. The idea of a version, a pre-knitting craft that is kind of like knitting. That's amazing. Yes. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah. We're all in favor. Of Sam says lots of YouTube videos about tying. About tying on. Oh, gotcha. Yes. Yeah. This is the if you are at the end of your project, which you'll see I'm at the end of mine, and you are going to use the same threading, you can just tie on the next project to it and wind it right through. Yes. Yeah. I love that. Excellent. Let's see. Okay. Mary Jo says I'm sewing together leaves from the autumn leaves runner from the recent little looms. Nice. The leaves came off an elongated turtle loom. What's an elongated turtle loom, my friend? I don't know what that is. I'm having trouble envisioning that. Yes. Yeah. Connie asked the same thing. What's a turtle loom? Curious minds would like to know. Okay. All right, my friends. Let's cut this off. It's been a million years since I started this lovely Monk's Belt project. It's time. It's time to close the chapter. Everybody hang on so that no one gets seasick as I move you around so you can see what is happening. Okay, so I'm at the end. This is it. You see my little knots there at the rod. You can't see from here. You can see them a little bit. See my little guys. 3. That was the final count of how many warp yarns I broke in this stinking project. 3. Mm-hmm. That is 3 more than I've broken in about the last 10 years. Let me just tell you. But I don't know if you caught this whole story, but it was a stash busting project. And I had one of my tubes of cotton kind of in a neutral color. When I got to the end, I noticed there were parts of it that it looked like the cardboard tube had been like burnt. That's what it seemed like. It even smelled a little smoky. But what that did is caused weak spots in the yarn right at the end. And I stopped as soon as I noticed what was happening. However, I was like, I'm gonna roll the dice. I'm going to put those yarns that I already have measured into the project. And that's what I got for it. 3 broken warp yarns. It happens, right? It happens. So let's cut this off. Now, I like to start in the middle and work my way out. You could do it the other way. It doesn't really matter. I think kind of old school logic would just say that you still want to kind of keep the tension as even as you can as you're releasing it from the loom. You do you. Whatever makes sense in your head, go that route. So here we go. I'm gonna start. I don't know. We'll say right here. I'm gonna go there, and I just do like a little overhand knot. These are kind of big chunks, so I'm gonna split it into two. Now, this project, I don't have plans for it at the moment, so that'll be something you can help me with if you'd like. But the good news about not having plans for a project is that you don't have any kind of expectations, right? You're just like, okay, I'm gonna make some pretty fabric. I did make sure to make everything out of cotton, so I do really want to play with. I'm gonna put it through the washer and dryer, and we'll see. We'll see just kind of what kind of crazy shrinkage I get from the project because I have such nice long floats. I think it's gonna shrink up a chunk. I think it's gonna be. Maybe we take bets. Maybe not officially betting. No, we wouldn't do that. But maybe there's some kind of over under. We'll have to think about that. If you guys have thoughts on what I'm gonna guess. What do you think? Okay, chime in. Let me know what you're thinking as far as shrinkage goes, because it's going to shrink differently this way than it is this way. So. Yeah, let me know your thoughts. Yeah. Let's see. You guys have all kinds of great comments. Let's see. Oh, by the way, turtle loom. Mary Jo says a small loom similar to a Zoom loom with six-sided. It's six-sided. I'm gonna have to look this up. See, I have all kinds of information. I have follow-up from Live at the Loom, which makes me very happy. I love some homework. Okay, so Gemma says, I would love to figure out how to fix my bench to create a cushion. Oh, from an ergonomic perspective? Absolutely, Gemma. Anything to help you be more comfortable. Okay, let's see. Yeah, Chandra started doing yoga again. Right, yes, there we go. I can use an actual cow milking bench to tie up under the loom. Wow, okay. Oh, good. Okay, Sue Ann's guessing 12%. Great. Tanya's guessing 20%. Awesome. Oh, Sandra's on. Hi, Sandra from Alberta, Canada. That is awesome. Okay, so you guys weigh in. Let me know what you're thinking for shrinkage for the project. I'm going to call it. Chandra says 15%. I like that. I'm going to say, I think this width-wise, I think it's going to be, I'm going to say 18%. I don't know, 18% this way. I'm going to say lengthwise, I'll say 12. There we go. Someone write that down. Chris said 18 and 12. Those are my guesses. We'll see. Oh, I like, okay, 15%, a couple of those. 18%. Carrie says 10%. Sandra says 20%. This is very exciting. We'll see what the reality is. And I don't remember how much I put on here to start with. So that'll be very curious to see kind of what the, what we started with. I think it's only a couple yards, maybe 3 yards. Jamie says I usually lose 2 inches in width and length. Jamie, for how big of a project? Oh, I just got the wrong one. How funny. For what, yeah. Jamie says I'm not good with percentages. Oh, my sweet friend. She says I usually lose 2 inches in width and like no matter the project. You're wonderful. This is great for, here we go. Oh, thank you, Alex. Alex is giving us all kinds of resources that we can share. So Alex, is it an adjustable chair? Is that what it is? Oh, there we go. Thank you. Yes, you guys jump in if you have any kind of any other suggestions for adjustable seats, for like lighting option. I always think lighting is so important. What else? What other kind of ergonomic things could help us out? Because anything to help, right? There we go. Jamie says I had a 12 by 12 washcloth and it finished. It was 10 by 10. Okay. All right. That's awesome. There we go. Connie says I don't do percentages. I think about 2 inches in width and about 1 inch in length. Is that your guess, Connie, for this one? Is that what you're thinking? 2 inches in width and, oh, honey, I think it's gonna be a lot more than that. I think that's Now, here's something to keep in mind is that this is all 8-4 unmercerized cotton, so it hasn't been treated, right? What you find generally is that if it's unmercerized and hasn't been treated, it's going to shrink more. Or depending on how you want to think, how you want to look at that, if it's mercerized, it has been treated, it's going to shrink less. See that? See how that all works out? If anyone's ever done, we should do an experiment one day about unmercerized cotton versus mercerized cotton. That'd be really interesting, just to kind of get an idea. I don't know if it's a lot more or a little more, because I don't do a lot with mercerized cotton. So someone chime in and let me know what your experience has been. This is quite a wide project. This is good. There's a lot more knots than I thought. Usually I'm like, it'll take me a couple minutes to take it off. No, we're going to have to make a lot more conversation here, my friends, because it's taking me a little bit. Thank you for your patience as I just keep cutting and nodding and cutting and nodding. Let's see. Yeah, here we go. Sandra says, doesn't depend on the pattern, the tightness of the weave. It absolutely does, Sandra. That's exactly, yes. Thank you for bringing that up. It completely does. Because what's so interesting, my friend, is that if I would have done this project in a plain weave, the percentages would be completely different, even though it's the exact same fiber, which makes the whole kind of shrinkage conversation really challenging, because it's not across the board that if you use this cotton, it's going to shrink this much. It's not, it doesn't work like that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there we go. Okay, Jamie. Jamie is doing her research. She's digging through her weaving notes to find average shrinkage. There we go. Mirani says unmercerized does better as towels as it's more absorbent. Yes, though linen is even better. Thank you, Mirani. I haven't done a lot with linen. That's that could be on my list for the future. Gemma says, what about linen cotton mix, like a cotton? I thought linen shrinks less. Am I right? Or does... There we go. Let us know. Does linen shrink more than cotton? I don't know. Sandra says, so shrinkage is a variable. You're exactly right, my friend. Shrinkage is a variable. Yes. And I think that's one of those things that you start to develop a kind of intuition about your projects when you get into it, because when you first start, you're like, how do I know? How do I know what to plan for? So generally, I like to recommend always plan for 10%. It's certainly, depending on the pattern, it's going to be more, but you kind of learn that as you go. Here we go. Sue Ann says, shrinkage depends on the type of yarn, the structure, the set. Yep, I tend to use a general estimate of 12% shrinkage width and about 10% for length, if I'm not sure, just for planning. Sue Ann, that's a great way to go. Did you guys see this? She tends to plan for 12% in the width this way and 10% in the length. That's perfect. That's a great place to start. Absolutely. Jamie says that cotton shrinks less. Okay, nice. There we go. Oh, Lori says she uses LED strips for lighting at the loom. Oh, isn't that a good idea? There we go. Sandra says linen shrinks less than cotton. She confirmed that. Thank you. Yes. There we go. Sue Ann says, for me, cotton shrinks more than cotton or other. Yep, exactly. That's exactly what the folks were saying, is that if you are comparing anything with linen in it, right? Like a cotton or an all linen is going to shrink less than a cotton. I think cotton's kind of the Mac Daddy of shrinkage. Although, wool. Yeah, wool. Yeah, there's that too. All right, we're getting there, friends. We'll keep up the shrinkage conversation. So if anybody else wants to weigh in on what they think the shrinkage is going to be. Now, here's my other note, is that I am going to run it through cold. I'll tuck in the ends first. I'll make sure it's not going to fall apart in the washing machine, but I am going to run it through cold. Nothing special. I always put a color catcher in there, at least one. Do you guys know this? Shout color catcher, just to make sure that things don't bleed, which is a lifesaver. I don't know what kind of voodoo is in the little sheet, but it works brilliantly. So I'll put in color catcher. I'll probably do just a load of just this, and then I'll put it in the dryer. And I like to pull it out before it's completely dry. Like, I like to take it out kind of 75, 80%, and then let it air dry the rest of the way, because then sometimes that helps when you don't iron in creases and stuff like that. So let's see. Yes. Oh, yes. I'm sorry. I should have clarified. Cotton blend. Cotton is a blend of cotton and linen. Yes. Yeah. It depends on the wool. Mm-hmm. Yep. 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 Okay. Sandra says my base standby is 20% for cotton, 15% linen, 10% bamboo. Oh, wow. 20% for cotton, huh? That's very interesting. I like that you have a place to start though. That's great. Sue Ann says, speaking of shrinkage, it's fun to combine fibers and have the shrinkage be part of the design. Ooh, yes, yes, yes. Thank you, Sue Ann. I love that comment. Have you ever? I have a great. It's called differential shrink project that I did once, and it is where you intentionally use two yarns where one doesn't shrink at all and the other one shrinks a lot, and that becomes part of the the pattern. It's so fun. If you ever get a chance to do a differential shrink project, it is a blast. Yes. Yeah. People are all in favor of color catchers. They're great, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. There we go. Chandra says if you mix your fibers you weave with, is it a cross fingers about shrinkage because I want to weave a shawl with my odd amounts of yarn. Oh, do you know what? There's lots of options for you there, Chandra. I kind of I tend to, if you're worried about shrinkage at all, you can always use one fiber in the warp and one fiber in the weft because then it's at least going to be have a consistency to it. Otherwise, if you're concerned about it, you know, little sampling would be okay. That'd be all right. Oh, okay. See. Here we go. Here are my the soldiers from before. Okay, watch out. They're all just gonna clink here. I wonder if I should leave myself a little more space. I'm gonna do that, I think. Well, yeah, nope. Just gonna. We'll just drop them right there. Dun, 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 dun. I was just grateful that it wasn't like 5 or 6 of them broke. I was just happy that it was only those 3. Even though every time it one snapped, it got my attention. That's for sure. Okay, we're almost done. Let's carry on here. So, okay, so tell me what else. Oh, there we go. We had some other. Let's see here. Tanya says I did a differential shrink by accident. 2 wools, but one was superwash. Okay, so Tanya, what did that do for your project? What kind of effect did that give you? And forgive me, folks, I'm not as familiar with superwash because I'm not a knitter or a crocheter. But does that not shrink as much as another one? Clarify for me if you would, please. Thank you. By the way, speaking of ergonomics, it's not a great idea to lean over like this for the whole time. Let me just say that is case in point. Don't do this. No, that's not taking one for the team. I got to do it faster. Here we go. Almost done. Let me release this side. Dun, da, da, da. All right. Here we go. Let's see. Okay. So Sam says superwash is akin to a mercerized cotton. Oh, because so it's treated then. Is that the idea? Thank you. Oh, Tay says it made it look like a poplin kind of look. Is that like a seersucker kind of idea? Is that what you mean by poplin? I've heard the word poplin. I don't know exactly what that means, so that's awesome. Okay, Sue Ann says for colors I'm really worried about, like red, always worried. I typically use retain first in the initial wash, then I use a couple of color catchers in the next wash. Oh, you wash it more than once. Oh, look at you. Very thorough. I like that. Sandra says when I use mixed yarns, I always add 2 inches in length and 1 inch in width for shrinkage. Oh, okay. Just a little padding, a little insurance for you. Okay, are you ready? This is the last one. Holding the whole thing together. Here we go. Dun, da, da, da. Okay, let's see. Oh, I'm going to do one nice little knot right there at the end. All right, we're free. Woohoo! Okay, so let's check this out, huh? Let's see what we got. Can you see from there? You can see from there. Here, I'm gonna do a little. We'll move it over to this side. Woo, yeah, that's a pretty good angle right there. Okay, so this is I'm gonna release the brake. You can see. Oh. See this is me playing with the yarns in the weft, right there. We'll pull out a little more. It's a pretty wide project, isn't it? Ooh, look at this dark section. Okay, I really love the sounds of the what are they? Yardsticks. There we go. Okay, that's a sweet spot right there. Look at how dark it is in this whole section. Very pretty. Okay, we're carrying on. We're carrying on. Oh, back to the beginning. Oh, see, you could tell I got bored with the gold parts, and I was like, okay, what else can I do? So then I went to. I think what's so interesting is that you can see the pattern really pops, like in this kind of section right here. But then when it's dark, you can kind of see how it pops. Like that all looks more prominent. So it's all colors, pattern, all the good stuff. And then we're back to the beginning. Dun, da, da, da. Look at that. Look at us. The project is free. We are off the loom. That's very exciting. That's very exciting. And at my feet now, I have about 30 yardsticks. See, we did it. That only took us like 3 months to get through that, right? It did turn out pretty. I'll post some closer pictures so you can see how it actually all, some of the details. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, Mr. Tom asked what's it going to be for. I don't know. If you have ideas, Mr. Tom, I am game. Tell me what you're thinking. Yes. Yeah. Thanks, you guys. Yep. Okay, so let's finish strong here, shall we? This week in Handwoven Experience, I talk about Monk's Belt. Okay, you'll appreciate this because I've had the project on for so long. This week I was like, I just need to get it off. I'm gonna weave the whole thing, and I wove it almost to the end. I was like, oh shoot, I never recorded an episode. That was I thought of you all because I was like, oh yeah, because in a year, no one's going to remember that I had it on the loom forever and ever with Live at the Loom. They're just going to be like, hey, how do I do Monk's Belt? So at the very last minute, I remembered that I needed to make a recording for an episode all about Monk's Belt. So that's what this week was, all about Monk's Belt. Yes, yeah. Let's see, Acting Creative Insiders. If you're loving all of this and you want more, come over and join the Acting Creative Insiders. It is a fun little bunch. It's a monthly membership. And as a matter of fact, today is a very special day because it is the July small group Zoom chat, which is so much fun for the, the rug shuttle and the ski shuttle, the top 2 tiers. Everyone who's a member of those tiers can jump in and we get together and talk about our projects and I'll answer questions. And it's just really fun. So if you're loving all of this and you're like, I am in, Chris, I want all the stuff. Acting Creative Insiders is a great little membership to check out. And then lastly, if you have not signed up for the weekly love notes, you're invited. Every Wednesday, I send out a little something to say that I'm thinking about you. And here's what's coming up. Here's what you can take advantage of. Opportunities for you. Whew. Carrie asked, what are you going to put on next? Carrie, I have no idea at the moment. If you have suggestions, I am all ears. You let me know what should go on next, my friends. You let me know. Gemma says, very pretty. Thank you. Have less time for that than my mom's cloth, but definitely need to do a couple meters of fabric for my mom for Christmas. Yeah. Oh, love that. You guys are always thinking ahead. Holidays, they'll be here before we know it. I don't want to think about that at the moment. So, okay. Here's the plan. Let me see if I can put my little banner back up for us. Look at this. There we go. Ta-da. Next Thursday, July 27th, we're going to have a Live at the Loom anniversary party / birthday party since my birthday is next week. So we are just going to party for all of the things, my friends. That is next Thursday. So it's a very special one. So mark it in your calendar. Put a little asterisk. If you're going to come to one the whole year, this is the one. It is going to be a great celebration of all the amazing things that we have done together over the last 3 years. And a little bit of a birthday party. That's the plan. So this week, everyone, find a little time, do something creative, right? Throw your shuttle, pet your yarn, do something creative, whatever that looks like. You can stop and do a little a bob and lace if you're Carrie. We love that. Whatever makes you so happy. Do a little something creative just for you because it's good for you. In the meantime, have a wonderful, fabulous week. And I'll meet you back here for the party next Thursday. Sounds like a plan. All right, you guys. Have a good one. Happy weaving.